Carole Baskin, founder and CEO of Big Cat Rescue, and I urge you to discard your plan to undermine the Florida Panther Recovery Program and instead fully support your partners who are working to protect our state's most treasured icon. I've been coming to these meetings for 20 years, urging you to ban the private possession of wild animals. I participate at considerable peril to my family and myself by those who seek to use wild animals because I love this state. Florida is a top travel destination in the world, generating in excess of $67 billion annually. Tourists come here to enjoy our sunshine, beaches, and natural resources, so it's in the best interest of the state to protect our wildlife. It's as simple as supply and demand. For the Florida panther to thrive, they have to eat. The amount of any land necessary to support a viable population is dependent directly upon the availability of food. No person in Florida has to hunt to survive, but the Florida panther does. The very first thing the Florida Wildlife Commission should do is to prohibit hunting in the existing and potential panther habitats. The very next thing that needs to be done is to ban the private possession of wild animals in Florida. Failure to do so has wreaked havoc on our state. Escaped and released pythons have sucked virtually every other living species out of the Everglades. Opening a hunt on them while exotic animals are still openly traded in Florida is ridiculous at best. If you just took those two steps, the Florida panther would begin to recover, as would all other wildlife that would benefit from the protection given the panther. If hikers didn't have to worry about being shot by hunters, you could charge for access to natural areas that would far exceed what you can make by selling permits to maim and kill our state's wildlife. Only 3% of our population are hunters, and yet they seem to be the only stakeholders that matter to this commission. In all the meetings I've attended, it has been loathsome to have to listen to the commission spend the vast majority of their time trying to devise more ways to sell more permits to maim and kill more animals. If you went home today to find that your child tortured and killed the family pet, you would probably worry that they are on their way to becoming a criminal. And yet, when that is done under the banner of hunting, or worse, sportsmanship, it has some perverse sanctity, at least in the mind of other hunters. Cecil the lion's death raised awareness about the entire hunting industry, and the public outcry makes it clear that it's time to set aside the brutality and work together to protect our wildlife. Thank you.
Next is Kate McCall.